Roula's media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
All right, my friends, it's Father's Day weekend. In case you forgot, we are here to remind you, don't ignore the dad in your life, whether the dad is your husband, the dad is maybe an uncle that stepped in for your dad, your real dad, you got a bonus dad, you got a stepdad, you got whatever the dad role is, it's his day on Sunday.
And I know it's raining right now, too, so I know, because I have a couple lines open for Kev. Kev is taking the calls right now.
For dad jokes.
Okay, 833-390-KRBE. That's
lining them up.
833-390-5723.
Okay, we're going to go straight to the ones that are standing by because I know people are trying to get to where they're going, but I want to hear their dad jokes. And then
we got to write their names down. And
we have a $100 gift card to give you for Bad Astronaut Brewing Company, and then you get 2 tickets to go zip lining at the adventure park. Go Ape in Sugarland. Okay, so Jose is up first. Let's take our notes. Hello, Jose. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jose.
All right, we're going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. We won't tell you the score until after we hear the joke because then I'll put you on hold. We'll take the other jokes and see which one of you guys is going to win this. But Jose, hit us with your best dad joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Say that one more time.
You know they get little kids laughing. You know they get your kids in the back seat.
Yeah.
They'd be like, Dad, do it again. Dad, do it again, Dad. Oh, that's good. Okay, hold on.
So we're rating
Why
on 1
did
to 10?
the chicken cross the road? Because
His name was?
Jose.
Jose. It's Jose.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Huh?
That is cute. I like that.
Dakota's up next. Hi, Dakota.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Dakota.
Dakota.
We're dry here.
Yeah, and be careful
No one
wherever
else
you
is.
are. I know, like, I have friends in Pearland, family in Pearland. They say they're flickering power. So, Dakota, give us your best dad joke.
Okay. What did the sushi say to the bumblebee?
What did the sushi say to the bumblebee?
What?
I have no idea.
Wasabi.
Wasabi.
Okay, I like that. I was missing the goofy mood today because so far 2 for 2. I'm laughing.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on, Dakota.
You guys are bringing it with the delivery.
Hang on. All right, Caden's up next. Dad jokes could score you something for the dad in your life or for yourself. Hi, Caden.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, you got 2 jokes ahead of you. Hit us with your best dad joke, Caden.
Okay, why can't a nose be 12 inches?
Why can't a nose be 12 inches?
Because then it'd be a foot.
Oh! That is a dad joke if I've ever heard one, right?
That is 100% a dad joke.
That was clever.
When it comes to dad jokes, that is right
Because
there.
then it'd be a foot.
Hold on.
Caden,
God,
I'm gonna have to
I'm
write
groaning.
That one down. Oh, boy.
That-
Allie's up
And
next.
you learned something there.
You do. Allie's up next for best dad jokes. And by best, do we mean the worst?
Yeah,
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Depends on how you
Yeah,
deliver
how
it
we
and what the
scoring
joke
this?
is about. Allie, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
In the race to
Howdy.
win the $100 gift card to Bad Astronaut Brewery and to go zip lining and soaring through the adventure park, give us your best dad joke, Allie.
Alrighty. What do you call a row of rabbits jumping backwards?
What do you call a row of rabbits jumping backwards?
What?
No. What?
A receding hairline.
Nice. Okay.
Ryan should like that one.
That's pretty good.
A row of rabbits jumping
Because it's true.
backwards. Ryan went to Turkey for his hair.
That's why he was gone.
Turkey for my hair.
Okay, Allie, we
That's
got that.
cute.
Make sure y'all don't hang up. Mark is next. Hi, Mark. Bad dad jokes or good dad jokes? What's a dad joke? Tell us yours, Mark. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mark.
Knock, knock.
Who's
Knock,
there?
knock. Okay.
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's
Oh,
there?
no, I don't know.
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Is it 3 times and we end, or you
Try it
just
again,
keep
try it
going?
again.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
I am. That is the ultimate dad joke. Every dad, that's a dad starter kit joke right there.
Because kids will think it's funny that you keep repeating and they giggle,
And kids
giggle.
love knock-knock jokes.
Yeah,
All right,
hold on
All
that
right.
line. One last one. We got one last one. Here we go. Or maybe we have a couple. Hold on. Let me see how many more coming in. Patrick's up next. Hi, Patrick.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning, Patrick.
All right. We've got Jose, Dakota, Caden, Allie, and Mark have already gone. Patrick, it's your turn. What's your dad joke?
All right, so I'm not sure if you've been watching the news lately, but there was this really famous actress who got stabbed the other day. She's got blonde hair. It's Reese something. Do you know her? What is her name? It's Reese.
Witherspoon?
Is that what you want the answer to be?
I think it was with a knife, actually.
I like that one.
You gotta think about that one, though.
That's good.
Younger kids won't get that one.
That was Patrick.
That's Patrick.
That's cute. I like that.
All right, I like that.
That would fit in your celebrity scoop type stuff, Roula.
Yeah, Witherspoon. No, with her knife. Patrick, hold on. Please hold. Lupe's up next. Hi, Lupe. Good morning.
Hey, guys. How you doing this morning?
Great.
Hey.
All right, dad jokes. Let's go.
This is a little PG joke, but not too bad.
Okay.
What did the redneck do when the washer quit?
What did the redneck do when the washer quit?
I have
Well,
no
I have
idea.
no idea what.
Slapped her in the ass and told her to get back to work.
The washer.
What was that? What was his?
Sexist joke. The
Oh.
washer quit, so the washer is a woman, not the machine.
Okay.
I didn't know it was Sexist Day, but
No, I disconnected the line by mistake. I got you. That's when Eric called his wife the dishwasher. Okay, it's raining outside, obviously.
Turn the dishwasher on.
All right, we got to start
grab my
voting
wife's
here in a
butt.
minute.
Yeah, how do you turn the dishwasher on? Eric grabs her butt. Okay. Hi, Brian.
Brian, what's up?
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
got you. We got
can.
you. Tell us your dad
Perfect.
joke, sir.
Yeah, what do you call a teacher that farts a lot?
What do you call a teacher that farts a lot?
You had them at fart.
Yep,
They're already
yep.
laughing.
So far, I'm laughing. All right, go ahead.
What
Okay,
do you
what?
call a teacher that farts a lot?
A tutor.
That's a good one.
That's
That's
my
a
one.
good dad joke. That's a
All
good
right.
tutor. I might repeat that one to my kiddos.
All right.
Hold on the line.
I think the key is what's your highest scores?
Yeah, the highest scores.
Like for you guys.
We go one more?
Okay.
Or are we done?
Probably for
Yeah, if we want to
if
vote,
we want to vote, we got
because we got to do our math, and we're not exactly great at
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've had 8 dad jokes.
For me, the top 3 were the first 3 people.
Oh, really?
Jose was I gave the highest score.
Oh, you're kidding me. Okay.
No, when it comes to a dad joke, to me, it's like you're saying it to kids and you want them to giggle and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave high scores to Caden for the why aren't noses 12 inches? Was then be a foot because a kid would laugh at that. The knock knock would get kids laughing a lot. And then the tutor would get people laughing a lot.
Yes.
So those 3 are the ones I have to score between. I do like Jose and Dakota's. It was cute. What's up, because?
What's your points for that one then?
God.
For your highest point, I'm just trying to do the math here. I can look real quick.
So are we going to put all of our
I'm gonna
points
add them up
together?
and see what the highest is.
Here, should we just
Okay,
give
then
you
I'm going to write down my
all my
points for
points?
those 3. Oh, you mean every single one needs the
Give me
points?
give me the paper and I'll do it real quick.
Oh, man, you're
There you
asking
go.
for a lot of
You can tell
math.
some- you
We
can
took a
tell
lot
some
of
jokes.
calls.
There you go.
Okay, I'll tell you my...
I've got a dad joke.
Okay, I'll
I can
tell
look
you
at
my
numbers.
joke while Eric is trying to do math. And you know, Rule and Ryan math doesn't go well, right? But anyway, okay, so hold on. I got to write down my points here because now you want that. Oh
Just
my
for
God.
your top 2.
Just for the top
Just
2?
your top 2. Just give
All right.
Eric
Okay.
the top 2.
Okay, here.
With the
Okay.
with the amount of points on the top 2.
I don't have a name. You just give me the
Right
numbers.
here. Right here. And
Cool.
right here. There you go. I'll tell you my dad joke while you do the math. Okay, here it is. I went to a birthday party over the weekend. Shout out to you, David. You know who you are. And unsuspectingly, we got walked right into a dad joke because we were looking at him like, oh, okay, what? So it was his birthday. And often when you're having a birthday, people might want you to say something. So he made a speech on the mic to his family and friends. He came around to us later when we were talking and he was like, yeah, when I first got on the mic, I was going to tell everybody, or when I first got there to tell everybody, thanks for coming. I was told I was going to say, can all the Michaels stand up? Or, where are all the Michaels? Because I know all the people that are here. Where are all the Michaels? Okay, you feeling okay? Because I was told to do a mic check.
Yeah.
I know you just walked me
okay.
right into that.
See, I thought dad
I just
jokes.
sat here really interested in thinking, what are you going to say? And he walked me right into a dad joke.
Horrible.
Mic check. How are all the Michaels in the room? Okay, I was told to do a mic check.
I might steal that one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's stealable. Anybody having a speech at a birthday party or retirement party, you can open with that, courtesy of my friend David. You can open with that to break the ice and just have them unsuspectingly get walked into a dad joke.
They'll either laugh or be like, "Oh, brother, who's this guy?"
Exactly.
I got a couple shorties here.
Okay.
These are easy. I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Hey.
When do astronauts eat?
When do astronauts eat, Eric?
At launch time. Hey, launch time.
Since I'm not a dad, I'm not going to read this. You should read this. Read this one. Are you done with your math? Okay, hold on. I'll read it for you anyway. Dad, your glass of juice is empty. Do you want another one? Why would I want 2 empty glasses then? Get it?
That's a thing.
Like you're asking to refill the juice glass, and he thinks you're asking him, do you want another empty glass?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one.
I still don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get it.
Dad, your glass of juice is empty. Do you want another one?
Oh, like, why would you want to? Okay.
And he goes, why would I want 2 empty glasses? Here's another one. What vegetable needs a plumber?
What vegetable needs a plumber?
What?
A leek.
What do you call a cat who eats lemons?
What do you call a cat who eats lemons?
Sourpuss.
Where do you learn to make a banana split?
Where?
Sunday school.
Yeah.
That's good.
Why did the octopus blush?
Why did it?
Because it just saw the bottom of this ocean. The bottom.
Okay.
What do chickens serve at birthday parties?
What do chickens serve at birthday parties?
No idea.
Coop cakes.
You ready? I got
All right, let's get our winners
All right.
here.
Eric has done the math.
Wow.
Somebody is going to walk away with a $100 gift card to Bad Astronaut Brewery and go ziplining.
The top 2 were Caden and Brian. Brian did the fart joke. And
The
Caden-
tutor.
What did Caden do?
Caden's was the one with the nose.
The nose.
12-inch nose, because then it'd be a foot.
Because remember, it's a dad joke and stuff.
Yeah.
And Caden had a 7, a score of a 7, a 5, an 8, 7, and 10. Brian had a score of a 7, 6, 8, 7, 10. Brian had 38 points. Caden had 37.
Oh!
So Brian's the winner.
Won by 1 point.
Brian, you won by 1 point. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day.
All right, thank you.
All
Congratulations.
right. Are you a dad, or are you going to gift this to a dad in your life? Who's going to enjoy this gift?
I'm a dad. I've got 2 boys.
Oh, how nice. How old are they, and what are their names?
So 17 and 14, Andres and Matias.
Oh, my God. Y'all
Nice.
going to have so
All
much
right.
fun there. Especially your boys are a great age for all of y'all to enjoy the zipline adventure
That's
park.
why I tell the fart joke. He's been through a lot of
The fatas.
fart joke wars through the years, I bet.
And listen, do you have a wife in your life, or a woman somebody who's helping you raise these boys, or somebody, male or female? I don't know. Anything?
Are you kidding me? I couldn't do it on alone at all.
Yeah.
She's probably raising them more than I am.
I was going to say, give her a shout out because she's living with 3 farting boys.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Her name is Madi.
Marty. I hope you have lots of Ozium and Lysol, Marty. For those tutors. Y'all have fun at the Zipline Adventure Park, and you have a good beer with Marty at Bad Astronaut Brewery. Hang on the line, Brian. You're going to get the prize. Thank you so much, everybody, for your dad jokes. That was
Congratulations.
great. Started out strong with Jose and Dakota. Ended strong with Brian and the tutor.
What do you call a laughing motorcycle?
I don't know. What do you call it?
A Yamaha!
That's a good one.
We're such nerds. We are nerds.
That's so funny.
Okay,
to me.
listen,
Love being a dad.
I know it is dangerous conditions to ask you to call our show, so I kind of feel guilty about doing a talk subject next, so we're not going to do a talk subject. We're going to talk amongst ourselves because we are losing yet another fun person from our show moving on to the next frontier.
Yep.
So we're going to have a little chat with that person coming up next. You know his laugh, but you don't know much more.
Yep.
We'll talk to
You've
the
seen his
person-
work.
You've seen his work, and you've heard his laugh. We'll talk to him next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. We've met a lot of people on this show. We've introduced you to a lot of people on this show. You've gotten to know a lot of people on this show. Interns that have come in, become full-time employees, stayed here for 12 years, and spun out after they married another intern.
But what's funny is, though, Roula, Ryan, myself, and Kevin, we're probably the longest-running show. We are the longest-running show now because Dean and Raj are no longer on the
they're
radio.
gone.
But when you count 4 people, there's nobody that's had that many stay for this long.
Right, because there are shows that are on, and only the main host is the staple.
And a lot of
Everybody
people-
else around that person has spun out.
And a lot of times they leave. There's some shows in this town where they once a year they get new people all the time
That
because
guy's
they can't
driving them
stand.
out.
They
Yeah,
can't
look at
stand
the
this
common
person.
denominator. There's one person that they all can't stand.
And you're talking about interns who got married. I'm actually flying with them to my mom's house in the mountains, the lake, today. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get out of here.
You're going to Mumbles?
Mumbles and Caroline
Oh,
are both
really?
coming with me
Oh,
to
that's
my mom's
fun.
house today.
Oh, Mumbles and Caroline got married in 2018. Met right here on the Roula and Ryan Show as interns and couldn't
God,
stand
it's
each
been
other.
that long.
Yep.
She was like, no, wait.
But she kissed him on the radio. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it was it's kind of those cringe years where we did things that maybe we're looking back probably wasn't the best.
It didn't age well.
Wasn't the most HR friendly.
You're gonna kiss. You're gonna kiss.
It was
That's
like
your
a dare.
punishment. Yeah, it was like
A
cringe.
bet they lost something.
It was a bet they lost.
we
and
always
made a
asked.
kiss.
I had to lick Dorito dust off his nipples, so.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it was supposed to be his hand, and he chose. He didn't want the hand. He goes, "I'd rather lick it off your."
Because his
nipples,"
finger was
he
so
did.
thick, it was like a plumper. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
putting that thing in my mouth. I'm not going to gag on
And
the radio.
actually, let's be honest, his nipple was probably cleaner than his hand because his nipple's not touching
Exactly.
anything.
Yep.
But his hand is touching everything.
Yeah.
Mumbles had like a nice baby chest.
Soft skin.
No, yeah, soft, no hair.
Oh, my gosh.
So awkward.
Supple
Anyway, so the latest person that we want to put spotlight on is Irvin, who does our digital. You see a lot of his work on YouTube. I mean, anything you follow KRB,
Anything
that's
social.
Irvin's work.
Especially with all
the
of our
digital
stuff.
team. All of our stuff for sure. And Irvin always is in the background because he's filming us, but when he's listening to us and he laughs, that's what you hear. You hear his laugh. And you can't do it like on cue. You have to just naturally do it. But Irvin is moving. He's fleeing the nest.
You're leaving us.
I am.
What?
I just blinked and you just got here.
Honestly, I did too. I can't believe it's been
been
2 years.
We're supposed to
years.
keep our numbers up here. It's been like 3 against 4.
I feel like
Yeah.
I just got eliminated from America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
But you eliminated yourself.
I did. Gosh.
You had a fantastic opportunity.
What
obviously.
did you
was-
do that's made you so ashamed you can't show up here
What'd I
anymore?
do?
I don't think it's anything to do with anybody. I think it's just more about what's next, you know?
Yeah,
I think,
future.
like I'm starting to build this life now.
Are you excited about the place you're moving on to?
I am. Can I say where I'm going?
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm going to be the new digital content manager for St. Arnold.
Whoa, that's
free
so cool.
beer.
Which means we need beer packs.
So
he
we'll
sends
all
us
be-
every week.
choose
I'll be
beer
part of the
for us.
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free beer or free laughs? Would you rather laugh all day or get drunk?
Why not both?
Well, if you're drunk, you're going to be laughing anyhow.
He'll have his earbuds in listening to our show, drinking beer and laughing alone.
I will.
Right.
Instead of when he laughs here, everyone else can hear it. But when he laughs at St. Arnold's, no one. It's like when the tree falls in the forest and nobody was there to hear it. Did Irvin laugh or not? Because he'll be listening on AirPods while he's looking at the brewery.
I'll
and we're not going to be able to hear his laugh.
And you probably don't have to get up early.
No, I'm going back to normal human hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's got to be nice.
So I'm very excited to be able to, because I've never been a morning person. In the 2 years that I've been here, every day is a struggle.
What time would you go to
Get it.
bed? What
The
time would
hours
you go to
definitely drive
bed?
people away.
I literally, so whenever I first started this job, I would go to sleep at like 1 a.m. and start my day like at 10 a.m. But once I got used to, the sleep schedule, I am in my bed by 8:30 p.m., knocked out by 9.
Oh,
Because I prioritize getting 8 hours of sleep, or I will not be able to function.
Go outside, nerd.
I am a nerd. I am a nerd.
Irvin.
Any of us have gotten 8 hours of sleep.
No,
so.
I need it.
No,
I
well,
only
I
get that
take
on
a
the
nap.
weekends.
I get it.
I get that on the weekends. Yesterday, I was so tired that I really felt like if I don't lay down, I think I might have a nervous breakdown. Like I was that tired. I was like, I don't think the weather was helping me either because that makes you more tired. So I just laid down for like 10 minutes. Like, okay, I'm up. Let's go. Back to momming.
And how does that happen? You're so tired, and then like an hour later, you're like wide awake, and you're like,
Right.
You got a
Wait a
second
minute.
wind.
Yeah, how'd you get that second wind?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
the
harder
beer's
to
going to
fall
give it to you at
asleep.
St. Arnold's.
I know. I'm really excited about this change, but it's scary, because I'm walking into like uncharted territory.
So, like, what? Here's my
fun.
question. Here you film us talking to each other and putting
Yeah.
on Instagram. There, are you going to film beer bottles or like what's going to happen?
Yeah,
exactly?
I mean, just
The brew process?
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'll be doing a whole bunch of that.
Probably
I'll
the
be,
events, I bet too. Like,
Oh, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
and I'll be able to pitch a lot more, creatively.
that'd be cool.
So I'm really excited for that opportunity.
I feel like I see Irvin in a room full of empty beer bottles. All right, guys, listen up, gang. You over there.
I got beer bottles
Lawnmower,
and a
I see
dream.
you. Lawnmower, you got to keep
With
it locked.
IPAs
Yeah.
So with this new job, do you envision new place to live? Or?
I've thought about it because now that's within my reach, but I don't know. I think I'm.
Didn't you just move to that place? Like you can't leave
Yeah.
it.
Well, the one thing I do want to mention is that this job gave me the opportunity to quite literally jumpstart my life.
Our job here, you're
Yes,
saying.
this job here gave me the opportunity to be where I am today in my own place and everything. You guys made fun of me for living at home for
You know, I
it was
didn't.
like a year.
You know
yeah,
I
you
didn't.
didn't. Yeah, you didn't.
Because I'm
But Eric
Greek,
was
and we
definitely.
get it.
But
yeah,
well, no, it's great to save money.
it is. It was very
Well,
nice.
you can.
It
I
was
was saying
very nice.
for your dating life, it's hard to bring home a dude.
Absolutely, that's weird.
The parents there.
So
That's
now
weird.
you're an adult with rent
Yeah, and bills
responsibility.
and TXU energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I have to figure out what's happening with this gas plan. Okay, so this job afforded you that.
Yes.
And now you're on to the next frontier.
Yeah, I mean it's scary, but I'm really excited, and I hope I'm very glad that I can call you guys friends after Friday.
For sure.
I can't call y'all coworkers anymore. But I can call y'all friends.
We like to ask this question for those just tuning in to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. We're talking to Irvin, who does our digital. He has accepted a position with St. Arnold's Brewery, so he will not be here filming us, which means you will not hear his laugh in the background when we do things that make him laugh. People thought it was you, Special K, so we'll just record Irvin's laugh and play it like it's Special K doing
drop.
it.
But I have to be back here.
Loop it.
Yeah, but I always ask people this over the years. We've had interns come through here, even like when anybody who's been part of our show spins out of the chair. What is the biggest surprise about this show you didn't expect to know? You're from your impression to living in it.
I didn't realize how alike you and I are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How funny.
Because you were an immigrant kid.
Yes.
Just as I was. And so we share a lot of similar
Where's your family
experiences. They're from El Salvador.
Yep.
And I think you and I share a lot of the same upbringings.
Yes.
And so
we relate to a lot of things.
And so that really sort of made it like a safe space for me here.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah, and it's always scary walking into a new environment, but I think I've in the 2 years I've made this place feel like home-ish.
Are you sick of seeing our faces though? Because think about it, every day you're editing.
Oh,
You have
God,
to-
I didn't
you
think
have to-
about
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
You have to
And
look at
there'll
our
be-
faces throughout.
There
every
will be
day.
weekends where the only face I look is y'all's.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm editing.
So
stuff.
sorry.
I should put some more blush on, or maybe get some bronzer going because I'm so bad.
But think about it. I'm not even gonna have that anymore. So I am gonna miss hearing you guys' voices every day. But it won't matter much because I'll just be able to listen to y'all.
You're welcome
as
to
a listener now.
Always stop by, you know that. Of
course.
Maybe I'll
and bring
I'll stop by for
the
parties.
Bishop's barrel from that particular year, whatever every year you get a new one.
Yeah,
bring it on by.
A little Try It Tuesday
Yeah,
moment.
I'll take
some art car.
Yeah. What's very interesting, Irvin, for you now that you have been here with us in a working capacity, and you're going back to the life of most of our listeners who hear us on their commutes to work, is that you have the visual of how we look when we're doing whatever
I'll know
we're doing.
exactly what's
Yeah.
happening
What's
here
going
in the
on.
studio.
Really?
You look at the time, and think, oh, this is the time where Sam's taking her arm, and
I do that
Waving
now when
them
I'm
up.
on my way in, listening.
You're like,
You
oh,
can look at the clock and say, it's 35 and a half or 36.
Someone's wrapping them
Somebody's
up.
wrapping them up.
Yeah, I know when the finger's twirling.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, we
Irvin,
still got another day with you. We just wanted to
we
do
got
it
one more
today.
day, but
Yeah, but tomorrow's a
the
lot of
goodbyes
Father's
start.
activities.
The goodbyes really start today because everyone is remote tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I have to say goodbye to a
I
lot
just
of
learned
people
that. I never
today.
knew that ever.
Yeah, y'all were shocked.
I'm like, well, nobody's here?
We work hours where nobody is here, and then when we leave,
we do
the
that?
rest of the workforce shows up, but we didn't know that on Fridays nobody's here.
Yeah,
I think
it's a ghost
We should do that,
town.
guys.
It's a remote
because
Friday.
when I
Remote
come
from
in,
home.
on Monday, it's still half of the same pot of coffee.
From Thursday.
Yes.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That means Eric and I all summer are going to be broadcasting from his in-laws house in Galveston.
Yeah, it's out there,
On
guys.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Fridays. So your last day is tomorrow, Irvin, and you've been spectacular.
Oh,
It's been so nice to meet you.
Here.
Here. There's the towels.
not the bouncy.
I'm just saying, I'm proud, guys. I remember seeing you. The first time I saw you was on Zoom.
Yeah,
Because at the time
you were in your old house.
Yep, old house, and
You did an interview on Zoom with Irvin?
Yeah, I was in San Antonio. I was finishing.
He's a roadrunner.
That chapter. Yeah, I'm a UTSA alum, so I was finishing up that chapter. I was so blessed. I was so blessed to be able to go from college to job in the amount of time that happened, and now I'm going from another job to another job, and I feel like I'm just going upwards in my career, and I just want to thank you guys for giving me that opportunity to be able to start like an adult life.
No. Yeah, it's real.
I don't feel how I did 2 years ago. I felt more like I needed support from other people 2 years ago, but now I feel like I can stand on my own.
That's awesome.
good.
You're like working girl.
Yeah.
You're an
I saw-
adult.
Yeah, and
She was out there on her own.
and even being at the awards with you guys a couple of months ago, that really
Well, yeah, you were nominated for you
The
almost
Star
won.
Wars.
yeah for the Houston Media Alliance. I think that was really where I told myself that it was like okay, it's
You're coming into your own, feeling more confident about yourself.
it was imposter syndrome for a while, but now it's
So explain, what's imposter syndrome?
well, I mean when you're doing
I'm living it every day.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're worthy.
You're doing what you want to do, but you don't feel like you're worthy enough to be in the role.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm worthy enough to
That's good.
be in the place. where I am.
Self-confidence is the key. It really is.
Well, that's awesome.
So I want to thank you guys.
Something
I
Kevin
love
has
all
no
of you
idea
guys.
about. You've never heard of that one.
No, the confidence that I have in myself is unheard of.
Yeah, I don't think you have a problem there.
No one thinks I'm more funny than myself.
Such a case, dangerous.
By the way, how's your family reacting to this life change?
They're very excited. They were like, "You're going to go work for a brewery? What does that mean? Are you an alcoholic?" Because you know I got Latin parents, y'all.
The brewery needs some digital media spice too.
Yeah.
All right. So Irvin's last day is tomorrow, but we wanted to just give you a little spotlight and tell you, hey, it's nice to see how you've grown, and we're happy to turn you over, but we're sad to see you go. You know what I mean?
Sashay away.
You need to stop. You need to stop.
For that, baby. One
Very
more.
appropriate.
All right, Irvin, we love you. Come by and see that brewery. All right, thank you so much for and you gotta go record your laugh in the background.
Yeah,
we'll try and
we'll get that.
we'll try and do something funny during Scoop to get an original.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Britney Spears has gone off the rails apparently for a lot of people, and they don't like what she
Again?
posted again.
Like
She had to
every
take
week.
it down.
Like, is there any rail left for her to be on?
I
Why is she
don't know.
attacking her exes now? It's like,
Yeah.
just leave people alone.
Move
She
forward.
probably got a
Continued.
salty text or something like that,
Oh,
so
yeah.
she unleashed.
After that knife dance on Instagram, it went all downhill, y'all.
She's gonna do a revenge
We knew that
dance.
was wrong. We'll give you some Scoop next on KRVE.
Celebrity Scoop. On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRVE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Randas. And oh, that Britney. Ever since the Free Britney movement happened, everyone was very joyful to see her be, freed from the conservatorship she was being controlled by. And all her behavior since has made some people question, well, maybe there was
Maybe we
a
should
reason
run
for
back to
that.
that.
Yeah.
But maybe not her dad, maybe somebody else. Now, listen, in the end, I don't care what part of life we're talking about. In the end, the attorney always wins because the attorney gets paid.
Yep.
If you are trying to just drop a contract for somebody to share something with you, you need to hire an attorney for that. If you have a question about something, after 10 minutes, they got some money. Britney and the Free Britney documentary really exposed how much money the attorneys were making and her dad was making off of her hard work and her tours and her Vegas show. And the amount of money they were getting for just controlling the conservatorship was insane. So really the biggest winners were the attorneys. But now that she's free of it, some people are saying, okay. She recently posted, but deleted again, a post where she goes after her exes. She said, I dated 2 blanking complete blank holes.
Uh-oh.
I realized I love their dogs more than them. And I think it's because their dogs bowed to me every time I entered the room. Exclamation points. What's with the exclamation points? Okay. Now the guys were, of course, cruel humans. Now the guys were, of course, cruel humans that never even acknowledged me and never held my hand in the car for 6 years. Exclamation points. I choose animals over people any day. Exclamation points.
She's really into it.
She added that she'd been feeling defeated after an extremely shady week. And she said, I'm so turned off by humanity and the way people have literally ... I have no words! Exclamation points. There's no word which 2 exes she was referring to, but one of them is pretty obvious. If she talked about 6 years, isn't that Sam?
And he's been with some other girls.
Oh,
in the
really?
news. I have to ask my wife because her Persian friend in LA's dating that Sam guy's sister.
Oh, wow.
So I think
What a
they hung
small
out
world.
with Brittany. I want to find out what she was like.
So here's my question. Do I give that Sam guy, I'm going to call him the Sam guy, Afki or whatever, Afki or how do you say his last name? Anyway,
can't remember.
Sam. Do I give him credit because he has not gone to the media and talked about the intimacies of their life, or do I just not care enough to, and those stories are out there, I just didn't see them?
I think it's good that he took the high road.
Well, I don't know. Did he take the high road? I think
I'm
he took,
pretty
my
sure-
impression is he took the high
I
road.
think they did because their family. I think they have money.
I know he was on a
Samashkari.
reality show recently. I don't know
Yeah.
if he talked about it on there.
That he
I
talked
haven't-
about his
But you know how we would see it in all the tabloids. Anything about Britney Spears.
Sam Asghari. Asghari's
But sometimes,
His
I mean,
sister's a model too.
he did take the high road, but sometimes it's about forward momentum in your life. And if all you're going to do is just keep referencing something that was hurtful, painful, chaotic, you don't want to go backwards and start talking
Whatever
about
this guy
that all
does,
the
if
time.
he gets interviewed anywhere, what's the first question going to be?
It's about her.
Yeah.
That gets
It's
old.
like, well, I just want to focus on where I'm at right now.
They were married for 14 months and they split after that, but they were together for over 6 years. Already the Daily Mail has chased after him to see, what do you think about Brittany's post? Because again, Brittany is like in her bra and panties.
Oh, is she?
Doing the post. She took it down. All of her posts are like she's half naked. Have we seen any fully clothed Brittany posts?
I know, I'm trying to think last time I saw her with clothes on.
I don't know. Most of her
seen it.
posts are she's in her bra and panties of different kinds, doing the knife dance.
Yeah, that
talking
was,
about all kinds of
that was
stuff.
a little disturbing.
Loves the dance.
He says, I could sit here and lie, but it wasn't good for me, the post that she wrote about. When you're in such a public relationship that gives you that kind of platform, it sort of gave me the platform for who I am. He acknowledged being in the spotlight did elevate his profile. I mean, we know his name, right? Did it make me have to work hard to prove myself? Absolutely. So he said sometimes casting directors would hesitate to hire me because of his Brittany connection. Last month, he spoke out about their divorce and revealed he had pushed for a prenup before the wedding, citing difficult treatment Brittany has endured throughout her life, but I guess they didn't get it. She didn't want to give it to him.
It seems like he really genuinely cared about this woman.
He said, I wanted to make sure she was protected because throughout her life, everybody, I don't know one person's ever been in her life that didn't take advantage of her. It's very sad. I wanted to make sure that I'm the person that didn't do that. So I guess I'm right in knowing that my perception is reality. He has not talked all about their private life.
He didn't take any money
to people. That's a good guy, right?
I'd say
Sounds like
so.
it. He could
Sounds like a
have
guy.
really said bad
I
things.
mean, I'm sure he had to endure some difficult times himself. He chose not to share that.
He said there's an age difference, there was a fame difference, there's this and that, but realistically, we met as co-stars.
What is the age difference?
Let's see, she's 43 and he's 30. Hold on, let me look at his age.
Mid-30s?
Okay.
I don't know. Sam Asghari. Because it's not, I used to call him Ashgari, but there's no H. Asgari. Age. Let me see what his age is. Oh, why isn't it popping up? Hold on. Sorry, I didn't write the right word.
31?
31.
Oh, wow.
She's
Okay.
43 and he's
So
31.
there's a 12-year gap there.
He's a fitness trainer, an American model, an actor.
I didn't know
He was
an
on
actor.
Hacks, they said.
He was in Hacks?
Well,
Yeah, he got a role on Hacks, probably like
he's
the
probably
background
like,
or
hey,
something.
I'm a waiter number 4.
Yeah, probably.
Because you and I, Eric, we watched. I would love that show, but I don't remember him.
Hacks is so
You know,
good.
it's interesting.
Roula's good.
I've got to watch Hacks.
it.
You
It's
have
so
to
good.
watch
2 years
that.
from now, she'll get on. She'll
She'll
be
get
like,
on.
greatest show ever.
Yeah.
We'll be like, no crap.
Well, we thought that about Breaking Bad, and I still didn't jump on that.
Well, Breaking
train.
Bad's different because
Yeah,
the,
that's
the gore and stuff for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I
Hacks.
didn't know there was gore.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I just know it's about the crystal meth
Like
thing, but I know there's
episode
gore.
like 3 or 4, whenever that there's a part that happens, it's really gross. It grosses a lot of women out.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like brutality.
I just tell everyone
Whoa.
it's the whole thing's from start to finish is fantastic.
It's brilliant.
But I think after episode 6, then it really kicks it to a whole new
Okay.
gear.
I would
just pick it
say
up on
if you've
episode
not
6?
If you can get through
you've
6.
not watched
Just stick with
Breaking
it.
Bad yet, I would say start on the last 2 seasons of Better Call Saul, which
Nah,
leads
you just gotta
right
get
up
him.
to it.
That's
and
2.
it's so good.
But I think they need to just do it the way we did it.
Watch it.
Oh,
Back
watch
in
it
the
out of
day.
sequence.
Blind like you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me throw this to
I
you
know what
because you
you're
just
saying
made a
now,
good
but-
point. You know when we talked about Ryan Murphy getting inducted into the Television Hall of Fame, he's in the 2025 class, and he has brought us the Monster series on Netflix, right, about Dahmer
American
and
Horror
his brothers,
Stories.
American Horror Story. But the Dahmer series in particular, I just had a revelation because Jaws is having some anniversary this year.
It was the 50th.
The 50th anniversary of Jaws. And what made Jaws such a blockbuster monstrous hit? It is because of the fact that when they tried to film it, Steven Spielberg's vision had to switch from showing the shark to not showing the shark because the shark was not working in that water. The robotic parts of the shark were failing, so he couldn't show the shark.
Talk about lucky.
And it actually made it better because we scared ourselves, not knowing the thing.
And
the thing
that
about
music and
The
that
music.
that really is what drove it.
Okay, so
Not
in
knowing
relate-
what it looked like
Yeah.
and the music.
In relation to me not liking brutality and gore, the Monster series about Dahmer, I didn't think I could watch it because I know the story of Jeffrey Dahmer and I don't want to watch that. However, they almost
why I didn't
followed the
watch it.
same thing. The music of Monster and them not showing what Dahmer did to them, but we know what Dahmer did to them was the most terrifying thing. I was so disturbed. I was not okay for days because I could not take that series back to back to back to back. I had to just give myself some breaks. I was like, oh my God, this
It
is
was
so
really good,
terrifying.
though.
I couldn't watch it.
This is so terrible.
You didn't watch it,
Niecy
Eric?
Nash.
I'm just like, I don't want
God,
to
it's
see
so
that.
good.
She should have
sad.
won a Golden Globe or an Emmy. Did she win an
I
Emmy
think she
for
won an Emmy for that.
for Monster?
Yeah,
Or
I
the
believe
other
so.
project? Because my God, she
It
was.
wasn't Reno
amazed.
911.
It
No,
wasn't-
it
she did
wasn't
two
Clean House.
projects.
Or did she also do the other
She
one
did
with
2 projects in
with
the
Nail
same
Salon?
year.
Did she do that one too?
Claus.
Claus.
Yeah, Claus is good.
Hank from Breaking Bad was like a The bad guy in it?
Yeah, they called him like Big Daddy or something like that.
Okay, so she won an Emmy for playing Glenda Cleveland in Dahmer.
Yeah, she was great in that.
That's right. That's what Niecy Nash Betts won for. But yeah, that's the same thing. The music. If you're scared of scary movies, just watch them on mute. They're not as scary.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
what's going down in H-Town?
104.1 KRVE.
All right, we're looking at bad weather today. A weather alert day has been designated, a flood watch until 7 p.m. Already have reports of about 8,500 CenterPoint Energy customers without power, over 220 outages around the city. Now, Father's Day, this Sunday, we talk all the time about Bad Astronaut Brewing Company, so they're having something called the Punk Rock Garage Sale for Father's Day. So, bring your dad to enjoy a massive adult playground. They've got pool tables, foosball, air hockey, cornhole, over 50 vendors to shop from. It's going to be from 2 to 6 p.m. So bring your
sounds
dad.
fun.
Yeah.
And it'll be a blast. All right, that's what's going down in H-Town. Coming up next.
Who's not going to have a good
Roses.
Father's Day this weekend? Peter.
Peter.
Rachel Kane does about her husband, Peter, of 8 years, and his behavior, wanting her to go on a family trip to see his family without him and other things that had her antennas up. Find out what happened next on The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and KRBE.